Hey everybody, this is my Guardians of the Galaxy 3¾ inch Marvel Legend review. I did get these figures on Toys R Us. I don't know if there's Toys R Us exclusives or not, but I did get them at Toys R Us. So that was pretty cool. It's sad that Toys R Us is going to already be bankrupt and that they're going to close down, but you know, I mean, what can we do? The regular price for these were about 40 some dollars, but I got them for 28, so that was good. I do enjoy these figures a lot. I've had them with me almost a long time. Not a long time, but you know, I've had them almost good enough to play with them. I do like the accessories that it comes with, and I do love this comic version of the Guardians. In my opinion, it's one of the it's good artwork. So the Star-Lord, of course, what I saw was that it's the same body mold as the other mask ones. The other figures that have come out with the Star-Lord. The only thing that I see different is the head. The head is different only because it's a faceless Quill, a faceless Peter Quill. So you know, I don't think that's bad. I do love the head sculpt, of course. It looks nice. It kind of looks like he has a derp, derp face going on. So it's not bad. I like the hair, how it's sculpted in and everything. I like how the collar is a separate piece as well. So that's pretty cool. I like how the lines adjust. I wish that the lines could keep going. I wish that they would have kept going with the sculpting of the lines, but it doesn't bother me too much. I don't have them posed with the app crunch going up. I do enjoy the color of red that they gave him. The boots, they look like the old-fashioned type of boots from the I'm gonna say 90s? Not 90s, but 80s, 70s. So these look like the old-fashioned boots. It goes with both. Both legs have this type of design. The color of blue is a bit lighter than the color that they chose for Groot and Rocket. So I found that very weird. It doesn't make a whole difference, but you can see a bit of the difference. I do enjoy the belt buckle and the pouches as well, so that's pretty cool. The articulation that is given to these figures is amazing. I will go over the articulation for this Peter Quill when I'm done with the guns. Now the guns, there goes Quill. Now the guns are the same ones we've seen before. We get 2 pairs of guns, right? Because he wants to show them off to Gamora. But we get 2 pairs of guns. They're both the same sculpt, same everything. But taking a look at one gun, I wish that they would have added a bit more paint. I know that there's not a lot of paint in a gun, especially Star-Lord's, but I think it would have been good to add a bit more paint. I like the sculpted detail that is given on this figure. It's pretty good. I wish they would have given something, a paint, some blotch of paint at least there in the inside barrel, but it's not too big. As I said, I pose them around, and I don't think anybody would notice the paint from the barrels. I found it weird that the gun also has these 2 right here, and then I'm still thinking what this piece is for, but you know, that's still going on. So for the articulation of the figure, the head does turn a full 360. So that's good. He doesn't look down that much. As you can see, he doesn't look down that much. He does look up a bit, not that much. His arms move out about that much right there. That much. He has an elbow joint that bends at 90 degrees. The glove, however, hinders the hinge, so I do dislike that. There's no hinging up and down on the wrist, but it does rotate, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. So the wrist does rotate. He has ab crunch that goes back that far. It goes back that far. He has ab crunch that goes forward as well. He's got a waist swivel and the ab swivel as well. His leg kicks forward about that far. It doesn't kick back that much. He has double jointed knees, and his ankles don't move down. I mean, it moves down a bit by what you see here. Not a lot, but a bit. And they move a tiny bit up as well. So, as I said, if you don't have a quill, or if you want a Peter Quill with a mask off, this is a good figure. I do recommend this 5-pack, but Quill is good. Now on to Gamora. So Gamora, the same as Quill, she comes with 2 of her guns. Let me start with the accessories and then I'll go on with the figure. 2 guns. So the 2 guns, like Quill's, they're the same. I think that this is a bit bigger. The handle is a bit bigger than the gun itself, or thicker, I may say. I wish, as the Quill, that they had added a bit more paint on this. I think it would have been good. Would have been nice. But I don't have my Gamora posed with the guns, but it was good that we got guns as well. This Gamora, the same figure that you see in the back, is also being sold separately. So if you don't want to buy the whole Guardian pack, or if you think it's too much money and you only want a Gamora, you can buy the Gamora. The Gamora also comes with her infamous sword. I hate the plastic that they used for the sword. You see, it's too thin. Any little bend can bend the sword, and I hate that plastic. I do like the color of the gold that they chose to put on this figure. I like the color of the black as well, so that's not bad. The silver as well, but because, as I said, the material is too light, so real quick you're gonna get that paint fade. The paint will start fading off, so that's a huge thing I have, a huge deal that I have with the accessories. But the figure, I enjoy the figure, the articulation that was given. As I said, this is being sold separately, and the Star-Lord, Gamora, Rocket, and Groot have been sold before. So has the Drax, but the Drax has from the knee down a new leg. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I hate how my Gamora, her eye is as if she had seen crap. Like she had seen something that she did not want to see. Like she had walked into Thanos changing, and, she didn't knock on the door. She wasn't like, "Hey, Thanos, can I come in?" She didn't ask. But this figure is pretty cool. I like the way it stands. I like how it's easy to pose as well. The only thing I have against this figure is the eye. So I don't like how the eye came out. I also don't like that the hair is covering one eye, but it's not that bad since you're gonna have her posing looking sideways or something like that. I do like that they used 3 different types of greens. So there's the green that they used for the hair, the green that they used for the head, and the green that they used for the lips. That's not bad. I like how it also has gold, the gold eyeliner. I think the nose is a bit too small. The gold eyeliner is pretty cool. The nose is a bit too small, for my opinion. I like how on both sides they have this gold piece right there painted in. So that's nice that we got that. It looks like a shoulder pad, so that's pretty cool that we got that on both shoulders. And there goes Gamora. This is very different from the movie, so that's cool. What I dislike on this figure is that the feet seem a bit too small. It seems as she wanted to get her calves better than the feet. But you see, it reminds me of the problem that I have with the Captain America one, where it's very it's very small, looks small. But other than that, I do love the sculpting that this figure has. So the articulation that the figure has is that it doesn't look up that far. It does look down, so that's a good nice added touch. The shoulders move out about that far. They do bend at a 90 degree. Better with the 90 degree than the Peter. So that's, I mean, she doesn't have a glove that's hindering the articulation. She has no ab crunch, no waist rotation, so that kind of sucks. But her legs do kick forward that far. They kick back not that far. She does have double jointed knees, so that's pretty nice. Her ankles move up a slight bit, not that much, but a slight bit. They also move down, and she has what Peter doesn't have, ankle pivot. So this is a good figure. Now for Drax, he comes with both of the knives that the character of Drax has. They're both the same, so I'm just gonna show one, or both. I don't know. These look like to me these remind me of butcher knives for some reason, but I like how they had different colors here, just the black and the gray. So that's not bad. Drax also comes with a storage. So behind in the belt, you can go ahead and store this knife right there in the back. Same thing goes with the other knife. I think it kind of looks weird that he has his knives coming out like that. But I don't know. I mean, it looks easier for Drax to just I do love this Drax figure, especially because it's my first one. I am planning on getting the Drax where it has the different type of knee, the different type of leg. I think we've seen this leg before on an Iron Man figure. I'm not sure, but I like the gloss that you can see on the figure. I like the head sculpt as well, the body. I like the red that they chose to use as well. I like how they also decided not to paint the pockets from the back, so that's not bad. These feet, however, I enjoy them. I like them. It looks like he has a propeller in the bottom of his foot. He has them on both, so that's cool, I'm guessing. What I found strange is that he has another belt under his belt, so he has a belt for his belt. But this figure like Gamora, but better. Can't look up. He doesn't look down, just a tiny bit. He looks down. His arm moves out about that far, right there. That's not bad. He has a joint right there, so that's pretty good. Arm joint. His wrist don't hinge up or down, but they are able to do the 360. So that's not bad. They can do the 360. He has he has an ab crunch. He moves back. He crunches that far back. Crunches this far forward. His leg can kick up to that far. His leg can't kick back that much. And he has double jointed knees. So that's pretty nice. His ankle does move down as well. It moves up just a tad bit. And he has ankle pivot, like all Marvel Legends. I saved the best for last, in my opinion. I do enjoy these two figures only because you can pose them the way you want them to. So that's the cool part. This is the Rocket. Let's start off with the Rocket at first. Now, what I do like is that you're able to put the Rocket on top of Groot. The Rocket doesn't come with a lot, and he doesn't have a lot of articulation. So the Rocket comes with his gun, of course. This looks like a gas chamber to me, but either way, I kind of like it. I like it. I wish that they used a different color for the knife, but other than that, it's fine. The Rocket head sculpt does look like a raccoon, so I like that. The only points of articulation that he has is the tail. So I don't like that. The tail does help as well to put him up, because the figure itself doesn't want to stay up. So if you put him without the tail up positioning, it falls. So that's what I also dislike from this figure. I do like, however, that him, Star-Lord, and Groot are wearing their uniform. I like how they show the Groot little toes. I mean, not Groot, Rocket. So that's pretty nice. Now on to Groot. This I think is my favorite figure of them all. You can see the color, the black that they added on the figure's head. I like that. They gave it a more realistic tone. I like how this actually looks like a tree and not like something that you would see as a comic book art in comic. But he does have bendable arms, so that's I think that was a nice touch that they added on Groot. It does look like a tree as well. At first, I would have my Groot skirt all the way back until I realized that these go aligned to these right there. So that's pretty nice. The buttons look nice as well, so I'm not complaining with that. The Groot feet, however, very, very weird. I find them very weird. They look like claws that are ready to just strike, but I find it weird. I find them weird, in my opinion. I do like the color. It is nice. And, yeah, it looks like he has a thing on his shoulder as well. A shoulder pad. Groot shoulder pads. But you see how tall this figure is. I can't even have him there. So the points of articulation that he has is he doesn't look up at all. He doesn't look down either. So that's a no-no. His arm goes out that far, about that far up. He has a 90-degree elbow bend. 90 degree, perfect 90 degree. He has no no wrist rotation or anything, but he does have the bendy fingers. So I do like that. That was given instead of the wrist. He does he have wrist rotation? Yes, he does have wrist rotation, but it's very minimal. His legs kick forward about that far. They kick back not too much. The leg came off. He has one joint that bends at the knee. His ankle moves down, up, and ankle pivot. So out of all of these, I do enjoy the Groot. Groot is my favorite. I think they fit into scale with the other 3 3/4 inch figures that I have. So, for instance, there's Rocket, there's Quill. Let me put on the figures. As you can see, they're wearing the same uniform. There's Rocket, there's Quill, there's Drax, right? And I like how they fit into scale with the Captain America. I do hope that sooner or later they give us a movie version of the 5-pack. because I would really enjoy that. But you can see that up to scale, Captain America is a bit taller than Drax and Peter and Gamora, and Doctor Strange is about his height as well, just close to his height. Groot, however, I found it interesting that he is almost as tall as a 6-inch Marvel Legends. So I found that interesting. Here's my Captain America from Avengers Age of Ultron. So I found that interesting that he is about almost 6 inches tall, or almost as tall as the Marvel Legends that we have there. But I do enjoy these figures. I do recommend them. If you don't have them, or if you don't have any of the figures, this is probably the best but the best 5-pack that you can get. Alright, that's my toy review.